invite
Thank
you
you.
to address the participants.
Thank you.
Mr. Naresh is a senior level management and strategy professional with a rich experience of industry, academics, and startup ecosystem spanning across 28 years. Currently, he is the CEO of IIITD Innovation and Incubation Center at IIIT Delhi. Earlier, he was CEO of SIIF, a company promoted by Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, University of Delhi, helping upcoming entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Before joining SIIF, he was based in London, advising investors for startup opportunities in fintech, education, food and healthcare across Europe and Asia, and was also helping the startups to raise funds. He has worked with organizations like American Express, E&Y, Godfrey Phillips India Limited, amongst others. He has traveled across 23 countries and has successfully delivered many large multi-country products. At heart, he is passionate about creating new things, traveling, reading, food and cooking, and also has an interest in astrology. He is a full-time MBA from IMA and BBS from Delhi University. Sir, it is really a pleasure having you with us here today. I request you for your address, please. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Shikha, for your kind words and this opportunity. And definitely, it was great to hear Dr. Vajpayee give very inspiring thoughts. Good to hear Amit as well with his innovative ideas. So, continuing with the points mentioned there, what is gig economy? I think, as it was mentioned, that it is bringing in flexibility towards the workers as well as for the organizations. And I think I see genesis of this particular concept or practice or the economy in outsourcing, which was brought in about 20, 25 years ago. So yes, what we see is that if we believe in creating something big, if we believe in leveraging a concept, we can create new economies. So I would see gig economy a kind of adolescent or stage with the infancy was in outsourcing. So that means there's a long way to go, and this platform or this economy offers a lot of opportunities for everyone. This is like an infinite space where competition can be healthy and competition can create benefits both for the organizations as well as for the consumers. So what we see as characteristic that it is very it allows specificity. The consumer or the user can be very specific that I need this, or the suppliers or the workers can be very specific that I want to offer this. And along with this, it gives flexibility on what to do. Even if somebody is working in corporate, he or she has flexibility to do something in culinary, like work on a cloud kitchen, or when to do, as Amit mentioned, the point of non-productive hours. Actually, this is the way how you leverage these 24 hours to the best possible potential, both for personal and professional development. And how much to do. I can have 3 assignments in a month, or maybe 10 assignments in a month, or I can take a break. It gives me, again, some kind of flexibility, both from a personal and professional perspective. And at what price? I think that is the great part of it, that I can offer my services at price X. And that is the way the market forces have enabled this kind of efficiency coming in, that as a supplier, I am not forced to play on certain price band if I understand that the value I'm adding is of X worth. So I can actually drive my point of value being added to the organization or to the buyer, and I can charge price X. I think that is one very essential point that you all youngsters who will be entering the corporate world or the economy, you can keep this in mind, and in long run, this can play to your great advantage. But one thing which I have seen, both from carrying out or carrying forward from the traditional businesses as well as the gig economy businesses, that you cannot compromise on quality. Quality has to be excellence. There is nothing there. average word will not exist in gig economy. You'll get phased out. You will get failed out. Like the example given by Amit was of Meru, best class service, but somehow they started dwindling on the quality of service, and it was an asset heavy model. So that was a double-edged damage to them, and they could not really survive. Uh, Both because they had started compromising on the quality, which was the service capability, and then it was being a asset heavy model, so they couldn't invest much on improving the quality. Sorry. As Amit had also shown 8 sectors, I think the economy is having its play across all sectors. And some of the ones which have really blossomed because of this concept are economy like education, financial services, healthcare, data analytics, concepts like AI, IoT, deep tech projects, where uh, in a startup or a company need not invest very heavy into resources. They can partner or collaborate with suppliers, with people who are experts in these concepts, or who can provide specific equipment as vendors, and again in a flexi asset model. So there are a lot of ways that you can realign your business model, and across segments you can see development, and it is across customer segments also. It is across demographics. This kind of benefits being drawn from gig economy are not limited to any particular age group or any particular income group. Depending on the nature of services and depending on the nature of the price paying capability, you will see that this kind of concept is being leveraged by across almost all age sectors, right from children who are now studying in class 3 onward, like whatever, even kindergarten, up to higher studies, and then working in corporates or like old age homes. Everywhere you can see that across age brackets, across income segments, this thing works. So what I'm saying is that uh, it gives you a window of opportunity across every possible segment, from customer perspective, from market perspective, from offering perspective. Whatever way you slice your market, you will be able to find opportunity. And that is where the point of reinventing the business is, that how you identify an opportunity. And that is where that journey starts, when you start looking at that, challenging the status quo, when you start identifying the problems, and then you develop the solutions around it. And if you take this sequence, you can definitely create huge wins for yourself in this gig economy. And the key feature is that, which is across all, I would say, modes of working in the gig economy, is technology. Technology is a great enabler. A lot of times people think that I've developed a solution, and what when we speak to them, I keep getting a lot of, I would say, pitches and ideas and investment requests. And what it turns out to be is that they've developed an app. Now, app is not a solution. App is an enabler. It is a way, it is a tool for consumer to get a benefit. So look at technology as an enabler, and then start integrating technology and what value proposition you have for the customer. And uh, and since it is technology driven kind of market and technology driven economy, it also gives you a message that there's a constant need for evolving, for changing, for making incremental changes or radical changes, but you have to continuously change, because technology has high obsolescence factor, both from the user as well as from supplier perspective. So you will have to continuously evolve on technology and how you use technology for benefit of your consumers. And what we have seen is that while this gig economy was having its play, US has been a fairly developed market, and over the years it is not a new thing there. Uh, but pandemic has really opened up lot many doors, lot of opportunities, lot of learning. uh, this is a crisis which has triggered a lot of opportunities. So let's not, I would say, go this crisis go waste, and find more and more opportunities for overall benefit of society and our country. And that is where you will also get benefit. A lot of times we have seen startups or entrepreneurs doing a project or kind of initiative launching their business just because they want to earn money. And that is frankly very short lived or a short term or a myopic approach. If you want to be a winner, if you want to be a winner, think about solving a problem of masses, of creating something for the country, creating something for the economy. And frankly, money or money earning, it will become a natural byproduct. You will not have to worry about it, frankly. It will come on its own if you look at solving the problem. Profit making is not bad, but yes, solving the problem, creating solutions, creating sustainable, differentiated solutions is should be the goal, and money will come on its own. Yes, this gig economy has risks because you will have uncertainties, you will have lower loyalties, you will have high, I would say, low entry barriers and high demands from your consumers. So you will have both service seeker as well as service provider. They will have to continuously find ways to going to the next level of this economy or to the product and offerings. Uh, yes, we have often heard and read that US is a great developed market in gig economy, both in terms of offering and the way people work, the way people associate themselves and provide services. But I've seen and experienced UK to be more mature and more developed market. uh, Freelancing is not something taken as a negative there, and it is not just limited to just workers kind of spectrum of working. Even high end consulting comes into gig economy mode. uh, you will easily find uh, well experienced high value adding consultants, and you will be able to charge in the range of about 250 to 500 pounds per hour kind of fee, because people do appreciate that kind of value addition coming. And the companies are very specific. You will find projects available on online or through references or through network, but they're very clearly chiseled out kind of projects that you have to provide this and within this kind of timeline. So both the expectations are very clearly marked and the offering are also clearly marked. So I think one of the uh, I would say way to win in gig economy is, if you are a service seeker, be very, very clear on your expectations. That what do you need, what kind of performance is required, what kind of service level agreement you have. And same way, when you are offering your services, be very clear and be very sharp and very focused that this is what I will do. They will appreciate that part rather than engaging a jack of all trades and saying, okay, you will do everything and whatever you want to do. That is not, should not be the way of working. We had seen digital, like the avenues in gig economy in three particular modes. One is a digital marketplace where the complete transaction happens over the technology platform. You are able to hire or someone like through an urban club. You place an order through the app and then you get serviced at the point of service where it's required. Second is a listing platform, where you will find listing of service providers and you can identify and approach them, and then rest of the engagement happens offline. And third is asset sharing, where you have things like BNB, Oyo, or Uber or Ola, where there is an aggregation of capacity, and then through that the consumer gets a benefit. So while three models are in place, it is up to you how you start identifying the looking at the markets and looking at the problems, looking at the current status, walk into the streets and see if there is anything else, any new model that you can create. And I think that will be the best way to reinvent in this gig economy. Yes, there are these three platforms. As I mentioned, that this is an infinite space. You can create new innovations into these three categories of, or I would say, subcomponents of gig economy. But you can be the disruptor if you find a fourth model or the fifth model. Nobody is stopping you. You can be hugely creative, and when you start commercializing or monetizing your creativity, you become an innovator, you become an entrepreneur. So that is the way you can look at reinventing something and bring in a new change. And while it is okay, I would say it is not bad to be a job seeker. It is definitely more impactful and more satisfying when you are a job creator, and be a job creator which can be different from the world. So if you look at things, you can do all this, and you have energy, you have capability, you can find resources and build networks, and through that you can definitely do great things. And I would say have focus. One other thing which challenge which I have seen from a lot of entrepreneurs is that they want to solve everything at one go. I met a person who wanted to have a startup in healthcare, and he wanted to do data analytics, he wanted to do patient management, hospital management, ambulance supply, medicine supply, everything. So I asked him, why should a customer come to you when the value addition is not clear or not sharp enough, and you have not even started? So start with something, a specific solution, but definitely have audacious goals. Definitely think that 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, what all you can offer, or how you will revolutionize the industry, how you will create disruptions, but continuously have focus. And that is where the concept of resilience comes in, that while you are on track A, there would be challenges, there would be setbacks, there will be sudden changes in life, both on professional or personal front. Like COVID is one example that nobody had seen this kind of black swan event. So there would be setbacks, there would be challenges. You have to win back, but you have to win back to come back on track A, or to be as close as track A. And due to some reason, if track A gets dead or it just stops, at least don't change your destination. Find track B to reach your destination. So resilience should not lead to complacence. At a lot of times, people take, I would say, it is a very diffused gallery between resilience and complacence. Don't avoid going into that comfort zone and complacence. Resilience means definitely winning back from your failure, and take learning from that failure or setback, and move forward. And another way of looking at reinventing is that look at look around you, look around your markets, have some creativity, look how things could possibly from 20 years from now. I'm not saying look at 50 years from now, because the way things are changing, technology are changing, things go significantly different, exponentially different. But think around 10 to 20 years from now, that what possibly, how the customers would have their needs, or what more new offerings could be there, and then start working backwards and see that what kind of steps you need to take, what kind of strategy you can have, what kind of offering you can have, which can create difference in this world. Uh, Gig economy or non-gig economy, the focus has to be that yes, I have to bring a reinvention, I have to bring in disruption. So I think with this, all the thoughts, I wish you all the best, all the young guys here with extremely talented faculty who can guide you throughout your careers. Frankly, I would sincerely say that this relationship between the faculty and the students does not end the day student get their degrees. Actually, the relationship gets stronger after that, because as students, as alumni, you would bring back a lot of insights from the industry back to the institute, and institute will also give back to you in terms of appreciation and resources and support, that this is the way you can continue further. So this equation of guidance and inputs and bringing outside perspective in, should continue much beyond when you cross the point of your completion of studies at the institute. So with this, I wish you all a very best, and think big, think different, and definitely focus on excellence. I think these are the three key points I would like to end my message with. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nareshji, for a very insightful, thoughtful, and inspirational talk. Definitely, gig economy opens doors for various opportunities across all age groups and segments. But yes, there is high risk and uncertainty, but a plethora of opportunities. And I think with technology as a great enabler, as you said, the way ahead is to work out ways to integrate technology for better value to customers. Thank you so much, Naresh, once again.
And I'll take just one more minute to share that we have been having a lot of great ideas coming in from our student community and alumni at IIIT, and that is where exactly we help all these people in shaping their ideas and providing them all the facility and infrastructure and funding.
Yeah.
So we have a very, I would say, hands-on experience on the, I would say, value being added through gig economy. So I'm very
Right.
positive about the future and the way you all can make a difference. Thank you.